Watching a loved one grapple with overwhelming sadness after a loss can be incredibly difficult, leaving us wondering how to help. It is natural to feel helpless when their grief seems to stretch on indefinitely, making it hard for them to find any peace. If a loved one consistently struggles to accept a loss, it indicates they might be experiencing what is known as complicated grief, which goes beyond typical bereavement. This persistent inability to come to terms with what has happened suggests that their healing process is encountering significant obstacles, requiring more than just the passage of time. This difficulty in accepting loss often stems from several intertwined factors. While grief is a deeply personal journey, some individuals find themselves trapped in a prolonged state of intense sorrow, disbelief, or preoccupation with the person who has died. This can manifest as an inability to integrate the reality of the loss, persistent longing for the deceased, or avoidance of anything that reminds them of the person, including cherished memories. It is not a sign of weakness, but rather an indication that the usual coping mechanisms are insufficient, and the emotional pain feels too intense or overwhelming to process on their own. When supporting someone in this situation, begin by being a compassionate listener, offering a safe space for them to express their feelings without judgment. Validate their pain, acknowledging that their struggle is real and understandable. Encourage them gently to engage in self-care activities, even small ones, and continue to include them in daily life while respecting their boundaries. Most importantly, consider gently suggesting that professional help, such as grief counseling or therapy, could provide new tools and strategies to navigate their complex emotions and move towards acceptance at their own pace. This kind of persistent struggle is sometimes termed prolonged grief disorder or complicated grief, which means the person's grief symptoms are unusually intense and long-lasting, significantly impairing their daily functioning. Unlike typical grief, which gradually lessens over time, complicated grief can feel stuck, often requiring specialized support. Early intervention with a qualified grief therapist can make a profound difference, offering tailored strategies to process the loss, adjust to the absence, and find new meaning in life. Supporting a loved one who cannot come to terms with loss requires patience, empathy, and a recognition that their path to healing may need professional guidance. By offering unwavering support, validating their emotions, and gently encouraging them to explore specialized resources, you provide a vital lifeline, helping them gradually find a way to integrate the loss into their life and eventually find peace.
If you found comfort here, like, subscribe, and share so no one grieves alone.